Hello, dear astrology family. Thank you so much for being here. I'm back with another video after a trip abroad. I was fortunate to come back with no problem, no plane fire, no accident, nothing happened to my plane. Thank to the good luck of my sky, who knows? Anyways, my Venus is trine Jupiter. Maybe that helped me. Anyways, here is this video about this Pisces moon cycle. So I will take you through the whole moon cycle of starting in Pisces, February 27. And as I always say, we cannot talk about transits or aspects if we don't consider the whole cycle, if we don't consider where the two planets were joining and how the cycle develops. That's why I always do this perspective of how the cycle evolves. Now, the the cycle of Pisces is the cycle of Pisces is emphasized this time around with 7 bodies piled up in the sign. We had series about 1 degree of Pisces, moon in the sun conjoined, right? Then we have at the beginning of the month, we have Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node. So 7 bodies in one sign. What does this mean? Well, it means there is a lot of energy of Pisces, and we have this emphasis on the meaning of this sign. And what does that mean? Well, we can remember the meanings that are associated with Pisces, right? We can count on having more dreams, more revelations through intuition, telepathy. But at the same time, on the negative side, we may have delusions, believing, pigs flying or elephants, that are elephants in the air or whatever. So Pisces, of course, has the positive side of Pisces and their shadow, right? The things that are negative because it's taken to the extreme. And where are those, right? Pisces is a sign of service, of a sacrifice, but is also the sign of the scapegoat. And we have in the public and mundane arena, we have seen that manifested. Is also the sign of healing and healers. The demand of doctors and we have seen the need for therapy with new illnesses that are coming up. So it's also the sign where we take a rest. We go to rest, to escape, to relax, to go to sleep. Maybe you may feel more sleepy and needing to sleep some more. But it's also the sign where we tend to have escapist behaviors like addictions and ways to evade the reality, because of this Pisces sign is very emotional, and people have, with such an emphasis on Pisces, people will have this tendency um, to relax more. Maybe you feel more tired during this month, more needing to relax, not wanting to work, get more distracted as well. So it's the sign where we are ending cycles, especially because we have this, for example, this conjunction, Mercury North Node, Mercury, the Neptune, at the very end of the sign, and Neptune is ending also the transit over the sign. So there is a lot of endings and changes to get to letting go, right? Letting go, surrender, and maybe abandon things in order to make room, open the space for something new to begin. Now, also, it's a sign where everything is mixed with everything. So we may feel that we are like invaded by the collective and by other people's energy. We may be absorbing more of what is happening in the world, more affected emotionally by other people, but things that happen around us. And this may create a sense of confusion, of boundlessness, meaning that where can I put my boundaries so people don't cross them, right? And we may feel this chaos that is going on in the world, right? Everything is topsy-turvy and confused, and so we may feel that we need, we are lacking pied-à-terre, meaning we are lacking grounding, right? It would be a good time to eat more roots like potatoes and sweet potatoes, ginger, things that grow inside the earth, like peanuts, onions, things that grow inside the earth, the ground. So that could help for us to be more grounded. Now, it's also the sign of invasions, meaning that countries around the world may have more vulnerable boundaries or frontiers. So it will increase the migrations back and forth, right? And is also the, as I said, invasions, countries invading other countries, and this sense of countries not having the way to protect their boundaries. And this may happen in diverse places. Now, with this, also is a sign of the hidden enemies, and not necessarily people, undermining one's life, but also those invisible agents that may attack our bodies. For example, virus, bacteria, especially mold and fungi, because of the ocean, of the water, right? The water helps grow the candida, for example, fungi, mold, and those germs that grow in humidity. But bacteria as well, and virus could be our hidden enemies, right? Because we don't see them; they are so small that we don't see them. And it's also the sign of espionage, spies, and people infiltrated that are doing things secretly. So that is the perspective for this whole month, starting with this new moon and culminating in Virgo with a lunar eclipse. So I will take you to the cycle, and we will see the chart for the new moon and also the quarter square and the full moon, which is, as I said, the eclipse. Now, I think this month will be especially the month of confusion. There are several factors. One of them is exactly that uh, Pisces promotes confusion due to this chaotic, emotional, and also the lack of boundaries and what I have just described. But the month, exactly on the first of the month, we start with Mercury conjunct Neptune, and it ends 29th of March with Mercury conjunct Neptune retrograde. And of course, Mercury will join Neptune once more later on, but just we were talking about this cycle, so you can count that the month of March will be chaotic. Our mind will not be clear. We will not know data, exact or facts for a fact, right? We will be confused. We don't know what's really going on. We will not be able to believe what we are told, not believing the truth, not the truth, the news. It's hard to believe the news unless we just see it on first person, right? But it will be also a month of manipulations of the mind due to this Mercury conjunct Neptune. Now, and remember that unfortunately Mars is still out of bounds until April the 7th. So here we have the new moon in Pisces, 9 degrees 40 minutes. And as I said before, Ceres at 1 degree. We have Ceres, the moon, the sun, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune. So it is a lot of energy in Pisces. So as I said, we can expect a lot of Pisces, a lot of water, a lot of crying, a lot of emotions, a lot of hidden things that are coming to us, and we don't know where they come from or what they are doing. It's also a sign of make-believe, right? It's the sign that is associated, for example, with movies, with make-believe, right? Theater, things that are not real, but that we believe in. So be careful when you go through social media, believing things that may not be true. So we need to be very careful. And as you see here, the ruler of all this Pisces, first of all, is the traditional ruler is Jupiter in the sign of Gemini, the decan of Venus. So we are talking about things in the news, right? Communications, connections, and also this division of the world into things that comes up again and again and again. So this Jupiter ruler, traditional ruler of Pisces, is making news bigger and bigger and bigger, and we really don't have a guarantee that what is coming out is true. And there are a lot of communication, a lot of news, a lot of videos. If you see, YouTube is full of videos, and for the same subject, about 1,000 different videos, and maybe 1,000 different opinions. So it's going to be very difficult to really know what is going on, what is the truth, and also the morality of everything, right? It won't be it won't be a guarantee of morals due to the fact that Jupiter is in the sign of Gemini, where it is detriment, is not in the house of Sagittarius. It is a Jupiter that is not behaving here. It is giving us too much information that is not often is not true. So if we the other aspect, it is a semi-sextile to Venus. If we go more in depth, we have the ruler of Gemini, which is Mercury. It is here in conjunction with Saturn, with the North Node, with Neptune. So it is kind of a salad there, right? With different flavors and different, very opposite flavors in this kind of cacophonic thing. This Mercury is not very accurate either, because it's in Pisces. The sign opposite is home of Virgo. So this Mercury is really, really afflicted. And Neptune, the ruler, the modern ruler of Pisces, is there putting more emphasis in the sign. So you see, the whole month of March will be endings. There will be confusion, chaos to the extreme, because we have this pile up in the sign of Pisces. Now, especially, I want to point out that there are Saturn, Mercury, North Node, and Neptune in the decan of Scorpio, ruled by Pluto. So there is a lot of profound transformation through the media, through the internet, and also information that can come out through science or through technology. Also another thing that can be considered is the fact that too much Pisces can also alter the oceans, the waters. So we may have flooding, we may have storms that are heavier than normal, even though fortunately by the 27th of February, the moon is not out of bound anymore. The out of bound ended the day before, on the 26th, fortunately. However, it doesn't guarantee that these storms and problems with the ocean will not be serious. So especially, as I said, because these planets are in the decan of Scorpio. So there is great transformations that are coming up during this month, just from the start. Plus, the new moon is in square with the traditional ruler Jupiter. And at the same time, is still current the square between Jupiter and Saturn. The latest plane accident was a plane that had to land immediately after taking off because one of the engines got on fire. So imagine what would be when from now on until they perfect the third square at the beginning of Cancer and Aries. So from now on, we can count that travel will be more difficult, especially travel by air. Jupiter in Gemini, travel short distance, travel domestic, and travel as well by train, by bike. So be careful. If you bike, make sure you wear a helmet, knee covers, elbow covers, etc. So and even walking, right? Gemini is the sign of moving, by walking, by biking, riding any vehicle, short distance. So everything that has to do with movement can be affected by this Jupiter-Saturn square and the square to the new moon. So let's go now to the waxing square. And as you can see, the moon is conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. So again, as you see from the previous cycles that I have analyzed with you, every moment in the moon cycle will emphasize the beginning of the cycle. So the moon here is touching on Jupiter, which is putting more and more energy on the new moon square Jupiter that we just talked about. This happens March 6th and is 16 of Gemini. It is affecting the other mutable signs, Virgo and Sagittarius, if you have anything there. So here we have a Venus retrograde already. So with Venus retrograde oh, another thing I forgot. Let me tell you something. Venus is at 10 degrees 45 degrees here, and where is stationary, where it's turning retrograde. So here it's still at 10 degrees retrograde. So during the Venus retrograde, we are re-evaluating. Evaluation is a word that has to do with Venus. Why? Because we are re-evaluating our values, our desires, the things that we want to attract, the resources that we need, the resources that we are looking for, and is ruled by this Mars in Cancer that is already direct. Even though it hasn't moved much in a few days, in a week, it hasn't moved very much. But this Venus is also approaching the degree of the next eclipse, which is the next moon cycle starting with the solar eclipse in Aries. So here you have, and let me now show you the Virgo lunar eclipse happening on March 14th. And what do we have at the degree of the next solar eclipse? Mercury. So Mercury, and in fact, is the midpoint. The next solar eclipse is a midpoint between Mercury and Venus. Mercury stationary and Venus retrograde. So we have here a very significant piece of news that is anticipating what is going to come with the solar eclipse and the next moon cycle starting in Aries. So the full moon with the south node, and I will put over here the a video that I already made a couple of months ago regarding the next eclipse season, where I'm going to show you what is the video. So you refer to it, and it's informative, even though it is a preliminary. So here is the video. It's called the preview of the spring eclipse season 2025. This is the title. It's a YouTube video as well as this one. And you can learn about what's an eclipse, then what is a lunar eclipse here. What else? You have another chapter. What is a solar eclipse? And then what is their meaning? Over here, what do they mean? Then I show you what's an eclipse on the south node, like the one that is coming. And I analyze the chart for the south node eclipse in Virgo. And then I also show you what is an eclipse on the north node, an eclipse on the north node. And I analyzed the chart for March 29. So I invite you to subscribe to my channel and watch this video about the eclipse season. So in that video, I analyze in detail this eclipse, and I will probably make another video to show you what happens when an eclipse is on every planet in your chart. For example, when the eclipse is conjunct your ascendant, your moon, your Mercury, your Venus, your Mars, etc. So you know what to expect. If I have time, I would like to make that video. But now we have this Virgo highlight, right, from Pisces. So from the sign of chaos and confusion, we are shedding light on Virgo. So Virgo is the sign of things that are out of balance. For example, illness, conflicts, problems that need to be solved, anything that needs solutions, organization, putting things in order, making managing things, right? Administration, everything that put things in order. Virgo is a sign that likes to classify, put things in order, have everything clean, cleansing, purifying, perfecting. So from this Pisces point of view, there are some things that we need to put in order, right? With all the chaos that generated this moon cycle, we need Virgo. We need to put things in order. You need to make sense of the data. And where is Mercury, the ruler of Virgo? At 9 degrees, 31 minutes stationary. Right next to the degree of the next eclipse. The next eclipse in Aries will finish the season of the Aries Libra eclipses. So everything that has been going on in your life during the previous year and a half up until January this year will culminate with this new cycle. So think about what has been happening in the house of Aries, in the house of Libra with these eclipses, and make notes, and you will have a sense of how your life has been transforming. Now you need to take note of what are the things that are happening with the eclipses in Virgo Pisces are changing your life. It started in September. I think it was September the 7th, 2024. Let me see. 17. Yeah, September 17, 2024. We had the first eclipse, and that was at the end of Pisces. Remember? It was a full moon in Pisces. So, what have started? What have started back then? And this is something that will be developing during the next year and a half, right, up until mid 2026 in the signs of Virgo and Pisces, the houses that are occupied by these signs for you in your personal life. And I encourage you to consult your favorite astrologer. So because every person's chart is unique, and you can't count on general readings online about your sign and whatever, especially not those on the sun signs. But you need to have a reading on your personal unique chart in order to see what is going to be developing. Okay, so this is about the developing of this cycle. I didn't do the closing square. I will add that to the next video that I will do on the eclipse, on the Virgo eclipse. Okay, so I hope this was an illustration for you, and that it was informative, and that you you are prepared to what is coming, right? So here are the contact information of my social media presence, and my email address, where you can contact me. I have a course, complete course, introductory to astrology, where I include every piece of the astrology language, where you will be ending at the end of this course. You will finish you will be able to read your own chart, to read charts of your friends and people you know like a pro. I promise you that with my course, you will be able to apply the knowledge into the actual reading. So I encourage you to enroll. It's very affordable compared to other astrologers that are very pricey. I think that I can make this accessible to everyone, but it doesn't mean that it's cheap quality. Not at all. I teach you very clearly. I teach you very in detail. I also have sessions to answer your personal questions, individual consultations of 1 hour every month in order to answer your questions personally. So this is like having reading, you know, even though we're not reading your chart, but I am answering every question that you might have from the lesson of that month. So I invite you to enroll. As I said, visit my blog. Oh, I'm going to show you my blog. Okay, here you have my blog, satsangitastrology.blogspot.com. Here you have different tabs, how I work and what I offer. This is the place where you can see my courses, but I want to show you this publication I did September 7, 2024, regarding the shift of the nodes to Pisces Virgo. You have the dates, you have the eclipses that are happening in the axis with the aspects they make. You have here conjunctions with the planets in transit. You have the meaning of the Pisces North Node with examples, the Virgo South Node meaning, and the conjunctions of the South Node with planets in transit, and everything that you have here is the meanings of the eclipses that are happening during this season. So, and also I talked about the Virgo Pisces rulership, which are Jupiter, Neptune ruling Pisces, Mercury ruling Virgo. Okay, so that's for the nodes. Here on the right hand side, you can follow me by clicking this blue button. You follow me. You need to have a Google account in order to do that. Here you have a list of all the publications done, and here are the tabs. You can make donations. You can visit my YouTube channel, my Tumblr, my Facebook, Instagram, and here you can read client reviews, very great reviews every time. I keep my clients, let me tell you, they come back all the time. So you can order your reading here. But let me show you how I work and what I offer. So I explain to you what is an astrology reading. I offer the following readings, and here you have the link for the payment through PayPal, but if you like, you can pay me other ways. We can arrange that. I explain the process, how I work, and here are the prices for that. I also have the course. Let me see, where is the course? Okay, so if you are interested in enrolling in my course, you just email me. The email is in the description box below, and you send me the request for enrollment. I send you the price and the syllabus. In the syllabus, I describe every point that I will teach you and how this course will work. So you will know ahead of time what will go on. So I really appreciate your visiting my channel. I thank you for your support. Please subscribe if you like my content. Please support my channel and give it a like and share the videos. I really appreciate your help and support. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.